Back for another helping of The Darkest Dungeon. See where we left off? I think we just beat the eye boss. And then we have to decide what we're gonna do. We picked up a couple memories, I think, on that last one.
Up ahead, a light in the limitless expanse.
I don't know, Illustrious. We kind of need to do a Region 1 for our new heroes. So that's a thing. We did find the Rancid Feast last time. Hooray. Hooray, Rancid Feast.
The more they have to hold on to, the harder they will fight.
Could these four... I think these four could very safely do... Oh, I can't believe we lost Jarvis. That's heartbreaking. Hot Bath on Jarvis is pretty darn good. Yeah, I think we go Hot Bath on Jarvis.
A memory of pleasure and dull a moment of pain.
Then we like Death's Door. We also like max HP, I think, on Bloodfang. Do we? Yeah, I think we do.
A fleeting impression, a flickering.
I don't see anything. I guess Felice can take the second chance. Yeah, Death's Door resist is good. Burn resistance on you. Very smart, Illustrious. Very smart. Yeah, we'll do that.
When all is lost.
So yeah, so I'm kind of thinking, can we make a... I think we can make a Vestal Crusader Leper Occultist team work. Yeah. That seems reasonable. We'll go for Region 1. I'm fine by that.
Once more into the maelstrom.
We got to get those going. We do need to get a duelist started as well. I'm allergic to duelists. I don't know what to say. But yeah, looks like we got another month before the Oh yeah, we could have gotten trinkets and items. For denial, I don't know that we need to. We don't have that many candles, right?
You have cowered in your crumbling denial long enough.
Just think we could have picked up an Icon of Light.
Were impressive, and yet on occasion we relished in.
You never know when they're going to give you something where you can spend 1,000 candles to resurrect a hero.
The crossroads, a beacon for the broken and the battered.
I would have paid all my 4,000 candles.
Metal and man, soldier and sword, forged in the fires of war.
So we got a Warlock, we got a Seraph. We got a Poe. Only if we win. Given that we're going in rank in 1, do we want to try out a Tempest instead? Is that crazy? I don't think I want. I think Poet is just always better. I think the Tempest has issues. Hey, Alex, welcome on in. Let's see. This all looks fine. I was really enjoying Aggressor. And then if you're doing most of the healing, I don't think Bonk Vessel works particularly well. And then I think you were all fine, except we have Weakening Curse, which we can swap out for something like that. This team is terrible at killing the Librarian. Chaotic Offering. With a Warlock and Binding Shadows, I rarely find that it's that critical. We can grab it for the moment. But all right, let's get going. This team looks like they'll do okay. We are after all going for the first region. If we pick up something like an Icon of Light, we'll be in extra good shape. That is after all my favorite Vestal trinket. We might have gotten one if I had spent some candles, but instead I'm going to hoard candles. Yeah, so I've been thinking about it. I think next week we're gonna once again pare back our last spelling. I'm just getting a little bit of last spell fatigue, I think, if I'm being honest. I guess Tempest plays well with Zealous Offering. That's kind of an interesting observation. I don't think we're getting the kill on anybody. Illustrious, you're hitting like a wet noodle.
One less obstacle.
Do love the aggressor's ability to remove stress. That one I will give you. Yeah, you're our hard carry in Lustrous, so you need to pick up the slack.
Are you shaken?
You're our DPS. Okay, Book of Creative Insults. I don't love our chances against the Librarian. We have a very bad team for doing Librarian stuff.
Rest tonight. Under the mountains.
I don't think a Bounty Hunter helps either. Pretty bad gear for it. Let's see, Fieldstone. When apply to attacker when hit, Radiant skills increase that. End of turn if comboed, get more stress.
The means of mastery.
That's all we can ask. That's all we can ask in Lustrous. Let's see. Not loving the trinket selection. Gonna get a little bit of food, but not a crazy amount of food. We'll just do something like this and this. Toss that there. Let's see what we got going on here. So I think Sealing Spaghetti and Binding Shadows need upgrades. Then I think you're the heal. What's going on here? We're losing some frames. And then I'm going to grab Consecration. I think that's our 5. Hey, Sam. How's it going? Good to see you.
For wealth no longer has meaning,
Good to have you.
if indeed it ever did.
We'll grab those for a potential... I think I'm going general first. Here. What do our quirks look like? Pillager Fearing, Necrophobic, Occultophobic, Melodophobic. I think I'm going to save the rest of my money, but we need to pick a pet. Oh, I love the bear. No spoilers, please, but the first 2 seasons Sasha and I watched and loved. Loved, loved, loved. Let's see. We're not shuffling. I always default to Larval Carrion Eater, I will admit. For a short run, I don't think we're getting much value out of that. We could go Orphan Wolf Cub. We haven't done that in a while. Maybe we roll the dice on Orphan Wolf Cub. This team would benefit from a little stress resist.
Plan accordingly.
And then I don't think none of these are good, so I think we're ready to go. Noisemakers, eh. We have enough stuff that I think we can do a general, so.
Trenches and tents. The front lines of a war that was never.
Yeah, that was a tough hit for sure. The Carmi Claire, but like I mean, I think it is also. I didn't want to spend the money in Lustrous. I think I'd rather wait and see if we can get a hospital somewhere on the route, like, because I looked at our negative quirks and none of them were really. Okay, the whole region is nothing but academic studies. What the what? Vintage collection. Faceless vintage collection. Okay, I guess we're going double vintage collection.
An elementary problem, is it not?
Yes, Marcus is extremely likable. I like the whole him stodging overseas also. Shambler spawn would have been better. I mean, Shambler spawn would have been something. That's for sure. And then we can't avoid the lair, which also this whole structure is very odd, very foreign to me. Linseed oil. Okay. Ooh, tea service. That's a luxury item. Nice. And then Polone coming in hot with that. We have great items for working on the general. So I think the general should be pretty straightforward. Oh, the wolf yelps as you go. I would have loved to have seen the screenshot of the jester sitting on the side of things. Yeah, give me that wine. Our relationships are going to be a little sad. Oh, and you get resolute, so we can't use the wine on you. How interesting. All right, Sam. See you in a bit.
At the mercy of the road and its myriad dangers.
We will have to kill the general just to get control. Illustrious. Pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. Pump up the volume. Pump up the volume. Dance, dance.
A miscalculation, perhaps.
Polone can take it. I'm not worried. Give me a crit token here. Thank you. I'm going to slow roll this just a tiny bit. Because we have the stress healing here. And maybe we can fish for a few crits. Alright, that's probably all we're getting. And we weren't going to get any stress healing off of the Crusader, so...
An inkling of potency still lingers in some of these well-worn relics.
I think we've scienced this before, but I'm pretty sure that you can increase your healing, the base healing of Divine Comfort with plus healing given items. But let's science that out real quick here. Not that we have a lot of fights to test it with, but... I forget what you get for a trinket here. Oh, which one is this? This is, let's take a quick look. Okay, so you can get Proxy Doll, Faceless Visage, or random combat items. Proxy Doll isn't terrible. I'll go with the combat item.
Amidst the spoils, an artifact of
Yep.
unparalleled
That's the
power.
one we didn't want. That's okay. Yeah, a little bit of relationship never hurt anybody. If we can get one more set of wine, that will mean that the run won't be
Up ahead,
totally off to a bad start. Although we will have to get rid of Resolute, or Felice is going to have...
these seasoned soldiers were deployed to a winding front.
I just realized, was
meant to prevent
Felice...
the cult's descent from the mountain.
Is that the default name for the Vestal? Ooh, we don't get any combat items. Or we get combat items, so we get some blood. I guess that's not the worst thing in the world. But now we need to prepare for the lair. Hello? Now we need to prepare for the lair. Lots of fire stuff. We'll do good work against the general. Hello, Santa. Welcome, welcome. We're going to take a piercing bolt, which is unfortunate, but... I've been playing this game all week. The second chapter, Kicking Your Butt. It's a big step up. The first one is reasonably straightforward. Okay, a lot of stress. A lot of stress. Okay, yeah, that's correct. Yeah, it's Junai. So then the question becomes... who was Felice?
The fiend's strength.
I must have named them. I assume it was a YouTube chatter. That makes perfect sense, but I'm kind of surprised because I unfortunately don't remember naming them. Oh, come on. Enough of that. So how much are these healing for? Just 2. So I think that means that it did not work. So we do this, and then the best I think we can do is take the 2 stress off our Crusader also. Could be rounding 2.3 down. It could, but I feel like it always rounds up. But that may also be a hallucination. Because I think I remember Mr. Scrake getting some absolutely insane regen numbers off of the Flage. Let's see, that. Okay, good stuff. So if we're worried at all about controlling the general's growth, we swap one of the Greek fires with Crow's Feet, but I don't think that's necessary. Our relationships are in shambles at the moment. Volley is very unpleasant here. I think we got to yank this guy forward. So we're going to get a all-team piercing volley here, which is going to be, like, not the best. The weaken helps a little bit, but this piercing bolt volley is going to be extremely no bueno. Yeah, well, that wasn't as bad as it could have been. The stress on it was a little annoying. What in the actual heck is happening here? Okay, that simplifies things a little bit. But we may need to take a brief stream recess after this, because we're having some strange hitching. Just to be safe.
A little help impeccably timed. Anxiety foments insidious.
Nice resist there.
Stupendous.
Do we get to Solemnity or no? No Solemnity, unfortunate. Get the stress healing while we can.
Easily resolved.
Don't tempt it. Hey Rose, welcome on in. We have the Solemnity next, so I think we just chill for a second. We have to be a little careful here. Kahlua with the new sub. Thank you, Kahlua. Welcome on in. Okay, good ordering here at least. We can knock this off with a relatively light hit and then hopefully zap ya. Reflect for just a little more stress healing. We're not in a super huge rush to get out of this fight.
this world,
The leopard tank build has no attack. Yes, it is designed that way, and it's awesome.
the loathing abates.
Oh, that wasn't the lair yet. Okay, that was just a regular fight. I thought we were in the lair. And then I panicked, like, did I click the wrong button? We're sitting on 0 mastery. Feels pretty bad. An elite brigand. Holy cow. Don't see that every day.
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
This was unexpected. I mean, he can still do damage, Rose. It's not like he does no damage. I'm a little nervous about this right now. This is not going to be a pleasant fight for us. We got to do it now. Like, we got to... Yeah, we're going to eat a whole boom. A full party boom. Sure, unless we get a misfire. Could happen. Get everybody topped up. Nope. It's the boom. This region 1 is not doing us any favors. This cannon is kind of a jerk. Gonna get rid of that just so we're not sitting on a bleed that we don't know what to do with.
Compassion quiets the howling mind.
We yank this guy forward so our backliner isn't taking another nasty hit. Then we do that to get the weaken off and then hope for the misfire. Okay, there are no misfires in this dojo.
Incremental, but deadly all the same.
I want to do some stress healing in Lustrous. I don't think we can afford to just walk away from this one, or we'll be in a huge bucket of syrup. Maybe we can't get any recovery on this. No, we gotta hold off. All right, now I think we finished. But yeah, we needed to do a bit of recovery there. We're still a bit beaten and battered, but we're a lot better off than if we had finished up there with everybody low. Steel plating's not what we need. But yeah, I should have talked about the fact that I was choosing not to use Burning Stars there, but I wanted to extend things slightly. Let's see. Anything better? So we do have this, which making you slower doesn't really change anything for us. I think the stuff that we already have equipped is good. I would have loved to have used some of that laudanum. I guess I could have used it here, probably. But I think going into this, we need all of our combat items to be focused on helping us handle the general. And then hopefully we navigate the first two fights.
Prepare yourself.
Gross. That's a start. The Antiquarian is an enemy
Lenity.
in this version of Darkest Dungeon. We're not rolling any mods at the moment. The block did good work there, at least.
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond. A breakthrough.
Good stress healing coming in. If we get the... Are we... No, it's 3 for the fire debuff. That's unfortunate. Guess we still get the weaken, though. Or the kill, I guess.
Entrance.
I was hoping for a nice big hit so that... Oh! Keymaker! New sub. Welcome on in, Keymaker. Welcome on in. Oh yeah, and he was on fire, so we get the execution. Okay. That was a good first fight. This one's the one that's a little touchy, because we're going to get some weird foes up in this piece. So first one that needs to die is Senor Bishop. Because the bishop will bring somebody back if we are not careful. I feel like we've been resisting a lot of taunt from Focus Fire. That's okay. Well, at least we resisted that one too. Crit. Nice.
Let us hope to finish this quickly.
Leper stress we can handle.
But deadly all the same.
We don't have a huge number of things that can hit the back rank.
Well done.
So we're going to have to be a little careful here. Oh, not getting the kill there is unfortunate. We're very much in the danger zone of not getting this guy dead in time. It's not the end of the world if we get Death and Dishonored or whatever it is, but it's not our preference. Okay, at least you don't hit very hard. Perfect. That'll do. That'll do, pig. Should have Solemnity there, for sure. Next phase, try Chaotic Offering skill to get your power going. I mean, not this turn, obviously. I'm just pausing to get Pallone a stress heal before we finish here. That was a stall. I don't know if I want to use it on the boss, because we're gonna be using lots of Sealing Spaghettis as it is. So I don't think that we benefit a lot from it. Ooh, a little Reverberating Redoubt. Okay. Pretty good Spoils of War if we can survive this fight. But yeah, I don't think Chaotic Offering helps us much on the general.
He has retreated, undying, into a dream, and there he must stay.
Hold on a second. So you're 10%. You're at 15 and 10. But we have multiple targets. We have to be hitting this, and so we're going to be very consistently doing that. Where do I want this? I think I want this. Well, so first of all, let's do this. Good hit. It's so much stress.
A breakthrough.
See, this is a great example. I guess I could use a Crow's Feet so then we can Burning Stars here, but I need to Abyssal Artillery. You could hit the root with everyone, no? I can. But it's the only person for whom it's a free action, essentially, is you in Lustrous. And we're hitting for 14 with this. We are hitting for up to 27 with this. So it is... I have... Alright, I will, in this case, I will Crow's Feet to press it forward, and we'll take one big hit. We would have probably gotten nearly as much out of Sealing Spaghetti. And we need to do another one. Because of that. So we're burning through our pushbacks, but we didn't want you to get bound up in Lustrous, so that was the thinking. But we're super ahead of schedule on using our consumables. Okay, that's when we can slow play, so that's good.
Excellent work.
I'm thinking about pushing back. Hey, Undan. Oh, Act 1 is no joke. Act 1 is no joke. I think... Yeah, we have enough flexibility. Ooh, I really wanted that not to be a resist. But I gotta keep things under control, I think. Get Divine Comfort out while we're stacking up Empowered Conviction, whatever. I'm doing this now because we have the unchecked power, so we'll be able to... We won't have to target the roots. We may want to, but... Oh, in fact, we will want to. We can get one extra pushback here. So this is what I was saying. Like, I need to do this, which is going to squander our unchecked power. But if we're taking Waking Dead regardless on these two, we might as well get one more pushback off. We could technically get 2 pushbacks, but I think that's greed. And we can't stun with that. That's terrifying. That 30 is no slouch. I think I'm gonna remove here. It's not the best, but... And we may lose a leper turn. I have to use the crow's feet to not lose a leper turn. Soil Stirs on our Vestal is very bad. This general is absolutely going crazy right now, I just want to say.
Weaken them, that another may finish the work.
The resists suck here, too.
A calculated generosity, but a welcome one nonetheless.
The dodge could have worked, I swear. It is possible.
An interminable conflict.
Well, we're taking another hit here. 31. Does up to 18. Not enough. Unpleasant times. We got to do it this way. Okay. This is greed, but I think it's warranted. This fight has been an absolute clown fiesta here. He's going to get one more hit in no matter what. I think we're better off getting a little bit of healing off. Okay, good growths there. Not great growths, though. Uh-oh. Hold on. So we have 2 Deathblow Protect.
An opportunity
Sucks.
squandered.
I think we take a meltdown on our leper.
An unavoidable end.
Yep. You're not given the choice of whether you want to fight or not fight the Antiquarian Rose. So I will fight it if it shows up.
To good use.
Well, that was unpleasant.
The loathing abates.
Nobody died, but those relationships are pretty horrifically bad. We still have cultists to fight, too.
The loathing whispers.
So much for the stress resist on the lone wolf. On the wolf cub.
A small reprieve from this carousel of horrors.
They're at the 5 breakpoint, so I'm gonna push you down in Lustrous. I don't think we're gonna overflow.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
I do think we need to get rid of the backliners, though, if we're gonna get our stress under control. That's another meltdown. Man. Down to 2 relationship.
Compassion quiets the howling mind.
And they're a tippler, which means we can't there's not much we can do. These back 2 can't get hit, so I'm fine doing that. Good relationship squandered indeed. That's never a good one, Santa. That's never a good one.
This wound, at least, has been
One question that I have for you in your quest for Grand Slammery. I'm not sure how people play it. The Wolf Cub is not going to fix those relationships. We do have 8 wine, though. So we have that going for us. But Consider sacrificing the Vestal to get a better relationship? Like letting them die? Have memories on them. In what world? I mean, I know it's only one, but still. That would be some next level brutality.
Measure out your violence.
But yeah, so Santa, the thing I was going to ask you was, do you consider it a grand slam still if you end a run ahead of schedule?
Bravo!
So like if you bail out of a run and then you go back again.
Agony.
See, that's the thing, Enden. That's the thing. Very, very specifically. Like, it is frustrating to me that isn't a mechanic, really, in my opinion. Enemies are too, or heroes are too precious. Oh, I hate that I have a 50-50 here. All right. I wanted the stress heal. But yeah, heroes are too precious. They take too long to create. You can't really do sacrifice plays. Like, absolutely in Darkest Dungeon 1, I would go crazy with that type of stuff. But in DD2, it's like, do I want to spend 10 hours rebuilding a... Like, this is a Vestal that has one memory, and it's still probably like 10 hours of effort to get them back to the point of having one memory and being halfway into a second run. It's pretty rough. They were very replaceable, and I think it was a strength of DD1. I always used to say that the greatest aspect of Darkest Dungeon 1 was the fact that at some point you had to realize that heroes are disposable. Like, that was I mean, we've played lots of comps like that in Lustrous. I do like defensive comps sometimes. And especially for a region 1. Oh yeah, we didn't get the second wine. Oh, that hurts. I forgot we got Reverberating Redoubt. That should probably get equipped. Our comp is also very slow. I will say that as well. All heroes are disposable in the name of our cause. But yeah, I think the greatest Eldritch horror in Darkest Dungeon 1 was realizing that you would have to sacrifice new recruits. All right. I'm going to take a look at this, and we may abandon this run if I'm not liking where we're sitting by the end of this. And I think I probably won't be liking it.
Under the mountain's unblinking gaze.
I can't imagine we fix these relationships.
Spend what you can, or wealth no longer has meaning.
We have a melodophobe.
Never did.
We have one meditative totem. Let's see. Resolute is super annoying. What do our relationships look like? There's just no way. I mean, we could go for trying to prove a point with these heroes, but let me see if I can get rid of melodophobic. All right, wrong skill went away. All right, before antiquarians were even a thing with banks, if you lost a run and didn't have money, you just hired new heroes to rerun a dungeon. Yeah, I mean, so I almost always had 4 slots in my roster to pick up, like, you know, random adventurers that I would then sacrifice to the wolves to make a little bit of money. And it was actually really fun because you would send out 4 level 1s with like no torches and no supplies. Let's see. Yeah, so I think this run just isn't happening. With 2, 6, 8, like we can run this one back and give it another go. But yeah, I think discretion is the better part of valor on this one. We didn't get much for mastery. We're starved over here.
The next stop is
I don't know that adversity is worth the price of admission. We do get 2 mastery for doing what? Avoiding the field hospital. Nah. On Blood Moon difficulty, you do get timed out. It's true. But, I mean, you can still do some of that. You have a fair amount of wiggle room on Blood Moon. It's not super, super whatever. Yeah, 100 weeks to beat the game is a lot of adventures. All right, yeah, let's call this one. We will, we'll run this back, try it again.
fortified by trials past.
I definitely don't like being timed.
Knowledge and experience. Twin yardsticks.
You
of
still get
progress.
16 candles for the first region. That's pretty generous.